Guys, thank you for waiting, thank you for sharing, thank you for liking. I'm as excited as you, waiting for my review. Okay, before I go on, the picture that I posted is actually a 2013 Steela. It's not a 2019 Steela. The reason, first of all, is because I don't have a physical 2019 with me now, which some might think it's much more fairer to compare with a 2020 Saltiga. But to a second thought, you know, mechanically, from what I can see, it's much more fairer for a 2013 Steela to compare with a 2020 Saltiga. Okay, I'll go later after I go on, I'll show you the pictures, you guys will understand what I mean. Okay, before I were to go on, the difference between the 2013 and 2019 Steela is the bail arm, the bail rotor, the anti-reverse system, the anti-reverse backup dogging, as well as the lock nut, the rotor lock nut. Okay, this is a 2013 Steela rotor. As you can see, there's a cupping design. This cupping design, well, is the tendency to actually trap water inside. Okay, so the 2019, they actually trim off this part. They replace with a plastic, then with a potted hole on both sides for the water to drain out. Second thing, the rotor lock nut. The 2013 was using aluminium. Then, of course, there's an issue because that nut always have streak thread. The nut always get streak. Okay, the thread gone. Then the 2019, they came out with the brass. Thank you, Shimano. Okay. Then the anti-reverse system. The anti-reverse system, the 2019 Steela has got some sort of similar design like the twin power. It's a anti-reverse combination by itself, okay, in a plastic housing, inside steel metal. Okay, then the reason why is because the old design, the anti-reverse is sitting inside this anti-reverse bay here. So in any worst case scenario, it's a smart design to counter. So in any worst case scenario, alright, the water will get in, it starts to have corrosion. It will actually fuse up every single metal part. Metal and metal, they get fused up, and you will have issue removing all the parts. Alright, worst case, break or you scratch. Okay, that's why they came out with a separate system now with 4 screws, that's all. So in any case, it's easy to remove whatever parts that is rusted or so-called corroded. Both because the anti-UV system is really separated. So it's a very smart counter design. Okay, and then the other thing is this anti-reverse backup dogging pawl. The 2019 actually remove it, and of course I will agree with them. I understand why they remove it, because from all my life of servicing, I've yet to see a Steela or a Saltiga that has to activate the anti-reverse backup system, this dogging, unless, okay, it's due to mishandling. Someone opened it, did not assemble it properly. Yes, probably you need to activate this thing. But before the thing before this anti-reverse backup dogging activate, if that system is misassembled, you probably could already feel it. No need to wait until you fish with it. Okay, let's be fair. So this is the last difference of all. So right now I'm gonna compare physically side by side of both reel. Okay, I'm gonna start with the spool first. Bow spool, 14,000. Okay, you see the bow spool. As you can see, the height. Okay, the line area where they keep the line is almost the same. Diameter externally also the same. Similar lah. I don't say same, it's similar. Okay. Then, whereas the weight wise, Okay, weight wise, Daiwa is lighter, Shimano is heavier. I will show you the weight with pictures later. And for the drag system, the clicker for Steela is at the bottom. Okay, whereas for the Saltiga is on the top, inside here. The spool cap, look at the size. One big, one small, really huge, obvious difference. The spool cap, Daiwa definitely heavier, but of course, to adjust drag is easier as well because this is longer. See? And you're so much taller here. So to hold it, to adjust is easier as well compared to the smaller one from the Steela. Okay, so well. Then the next thing for the rotor. The rotor also almost similar. Okay, only the diameter here for Saltiga actually look a bit smaller. It looks a bit, but physically smaller or not, I'm not sure. But comparing to the whole overall width, you can see Steela is actually broader, Saltiga slimmer. Then for the bail arm wire, as usual, Daiwa's trademark, the thick bail arm. Okay, I'm gonna repeat myself. Gentlemen, don't be an anal. A lot of people still keep asking me, hey, is this normal? Okay, gentlemen, the moving of bail arm is normal. Simply why? The wire so thick, these are metal. They have memory. Once it deform, it will be stay like that unless you bend it back. So upon fishing, if you were to hit something, the whole bail arm deform. This free play on the bail arm, it's for you to compensate for the bending so that whenever you still get a chance to have free movement. Okay, so don't be anal. Stop asking me, is this normal? It's perfectly normal. Alright. So this is the rotor. Then I'll come to the handle. Okay, I did weigh, to be honest, the handle knob. This metal handle knob from the Saltiga is actually lighter than the Steela. You will see the weight yourself. Okay, both handle quite well built. For the Saltiga, as usual, still fixed. It's a two-piece design, but it's fixed. Okay, compared to Steela, you have a screw here. So at the time, Steela always have some looseness here. Okay, because this design here is like that. If there's a screw and bolt. Then let me go to the gears. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a while later. Look at the difference. Use your eyes and you see for yourself. I don't need to compare too much. Okay, you guys can see for yourself. This from the Saltiga. Drive gear also bigger, pinion gear also bigger. Whereas the Steela, the gear teeth is so-called slimmer compared to the Saltiga, broader. And then the pinion gear itself, you see? It's really a big, obvious difference. Okay. Then before, whereas the anti-reverse system, Daiwa still use the same. Okay, this is a OEM anti-reverse system that some radio control car also using. Other than that, let me show you the body. Why did I say that the comparison between the 2013 Steela is more comparable to the 2013? It's because you can see the 2013 still have this anti-reverse backup system, this dogging plate. Okay, the Saltiga, all the model have, from the smallest to the biggest, all still have this system, the anti-reverse backup dogging. Okay, then can see for yourself the body. Daiwa actually looks bigger, right? But in overall, it looks more compact. But still, when you compare body to body, it looks a little bit bigger still, okay, due to the gear size. But I like this monocoque body. Very, very simple and straightforward. It does not have all this nut and bolt anymore. You see? There's a salt contents here. Okay. Of course, the second issue with all these traditional screws, you know, it tends to get burr or deform at times. Luckily, you know, Steela, they're using the Turk's head now. So, well, no complaint. But still, the monocoque body is very simple. Just one cover by itself like that. That's all. The body is closed up. Straightforward, simple. Keep it neat. Keep it simple. Then, okay. Other than that, let me see. What else? Oh, yeah. For this, there's a design that improved by Daiwa to so-called counter Shimano. Right? What design is that? This guide shaft. This guiding shaft from Saltiga. Okay, see? This shaft is to guide this bracket here to push your spool up and down, right? So this bracket here, Daiwa actually made an effort to counter what Shimano. I'll show you what happened to Shimano. They actually counter it by machining, by installing a Teflon tube here. Okay. Reason why? Years of servicing, Steela has got these two guide shafts. And on this bracket. This bracket, even on Saltiga, is made of raw cast aluminium. So they are very sensitive to salt water. A lot of times when salt water ingress, you never wash properly, this area, the contact point between the shaft and the bracket, okay, it gets corroded. It actually make it your cranking feel stiffer. Your spool moving up and down feel stiffer. As well, sometimes it get jammed up. That's why a lot of people say, hey, my reel suddenly jammed after fishing. I kept it for 2 or 3 months. You know, they never wash properly. The salt water fills up the aluminium with this stainless steel shaft. So Daiwa counter it by installing a Teflon here. So in any worst case scenario, it's quite difficult for the Teflon, a plastic, to fuse up with metal. So this is very, very good counter. Okay. And as well as the Daiwa right now, the oscillating gear. Okay, how the thing work? The drive gear, this part is attached to here. This small little gear. This small little gear will drive this I call my terms, I call it the cam gear. The cam gear will push the spool up and down. This very straightforward design. Okay. For Steela, the drive gear, okay, will turn the drive gear, okay, will turn the pinion gear. The pinion gear itself will turn, hold on, this oscillating gear here, I forgot what's the name. They'll turn this gold color gear here. So this gear will turn that small little micro gear here, and then after that, it will continue to turn this oscillating gear attached to the worm shaft. And then this is how your spool move up and down. This is how your spool move up and down. See? Okay, the design for this, why people say that Steela cranking very slow is because of they using the point of axle, you know, pivot axle or whatever. You know, people used to do engine pulley one hand they can lift up the engine because they're using the pulley system to divert the energy so that your cranking you feel much more effortless. But of course, more parts, more problem. Well, you can't have the best out of both worlds. All right. So basically, this is a very simple review, and do wait for my pictures. I actually took pictures of the weight of different parts as much as I can, and then you see it for yourself. Well, like I said, thankfully Daiwa copied Shimano for the spool sizing. Why? Because it saved my headache. I don't have to keep answering people no question say, hey, what is the comparison size of a Saltiga 8000? Hey, what is the comparison size of a Shimano 18,000? You know, I've been answering this question, sometimes I can't even answer because I really too much sizing, too confusing really. So the best is they both say the same. Consumer will not have headache buying lines or choosing lines. Okay, even match up their setup. Alright, thank you for watching, and I hope I provide enough very general comparison and information that you need before you buy either a Steela or a Saltiga. Thank you for watching.